Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the rate update. Today we're going to talk about refinancing. Hope the hair on the back of your neck didn't just stand up because everybody's telling you to refinance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to explain why and when it makes sense. So don't go away. Okay, so the buzzword everywhere is you gotta refinance, you gotta refinance, you gotta refinance. But why? Let's say your rate's at 2%. Should you refinance? Probably not, but it depends. Here's what it depends on. Here's the avenues I'm gonna show you or explain to you that probably make sense. And then there's gonna be ones that don't. So let's go where it might make sense. You're gonna get a lower rate. Well, okay, does that make sense all the time? Not always, but that's an area where people don't look at. They know their rate, but they're like, well, it probably doesn't make any sense for me to refinance. Well, that's when you call us so we can run a mortgage analyzer to see if it makes sense for you to do it just because you're lowering your rate. Okay, that's number one. Number two, a lot of people bought homes and they used minimum down payments. So they might have taken out an FHA loan or put into a program that only required 3% down. Those programs require what's called PMI. So we had a ton of equity built up in homes over the last 2 to 3 years. So is your house value now at the point where you can refinance, maybe even if you get the same rate, but eliminate PMI, and that could save you maybe $200-300 a month. The next area is people have spent probably a lot of money on their credit cards who were suffering because of the pandemic. They were out of work, their work got cut, they got furloughed. So they started using their credit cards to get through that pandemic period. So do you want to pay on a credit card that's at 18% rate, 20% rate, 25% rate, or do you want to refinance maybe and get into the range of like 2 to 4%? Those are things that you need to figure out. Does it make good financial sense to do that? A lot of people come back and say, well, you're putting me on a 30-year mortgage and I'll have my credit card paid off in 2-3 years. Well, studies show that most credit cards take 20 years. If you pay the minimum payments, 20 years to pay off. So that's why it might make sense for you to pay off your credit card debt. Shorten your term. So you've been in the property for 5 years and your rate is 4.5. Maybe we can put you on a 15-year term and keep the same payment. So let's do the numbers. You're in a 30-year term, you've been in it for 5 years, you have 25 years remaining. Wonder if we can do a 20-year term, keep the payment the same. You're saving 5 years. That's 60 payments that you would avoid paying. That's another reason. Okay, so now what documents do you need to get this mortgage process started? Well, click down below. I'm gonna have links where you can apply online, but the standard documentation that we need is pretty simple. We need a copy of your last 2 pay stubs, your last 2 years W-2s, a copy of your mortgage statement, and your homeowner's insurance. In most cases, that's it. And with the application you have down below, you can scan all those and it goes right into your file for quick and easy access for us to analyze those and get back to you with an approval. Okay, so now how do you compare offers? So what I get a lot of times is people will call me and say, Dan, your rate's a quarter higher than this other place, so I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go with them. What I always ask people to, and I plead this, please look at the whole package. What I mean by the whole package. Okay, you got the rate. Well, are you paying points? Well, here's the little thing that I'm starting to find out right now. A lot of lenders are now not charging you points because they know you're looking at points. They're now charging you more in just standard fees. So let's say their normal lender fee was $1,000. So now it might be $2,000, $2,500. The other day I had one where it was $2,800 in lender fees, where the normal lender fees are about $1,200. So that's how they're compensating themselves to give you that lower rate. So we want to analyze your rate, your points, and also the lender fees. So my name is Dan Frio. Hope you like this and find it informative. To apply now, just click the button down below. But if you would, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and hit the bell every time I post a video. You get an alert. God bless, guys. Take care. Hope to hear from you soon.